all the married women out there will agree with me on one single thing, that road that takes you toward that happy marital state, that blissful, blessed marital state forever, is not filled with the rose petals all the time. And many of you, in fact, will tell me, Renu, there is nothing called happy marital state forever. There's nothing like that exists. But hear me out, ladies. I have been married for 17 years. This year, 2025, we will complete 18 years of our marriage. And I have seen all kind of struggles in my marital relationship. I have seen all the lows, lowest of the lows, and I have seen all kind of struggles. I have given sweat and blood into this relationship, and I have learned so much as an individual, and as a person I have grown so much into my marital relationship. Based on that experience, I'm going to say a few things out here, and please hear me out. Hello everyone, this is Renu here. Welcome back to my channel, My Ultimate Freedom. And in today's video, I'm going to talk to you few things why we think that marital relationship is a struggle and how we can simplify our relationship. 17 years ago, I got married to my husband, and like any young lady out there, I had these dreams of beautiful, loving relationship with my husband. But without knowing the fact that beautiful, loving relationship just does not appear from anywhere like that, you have to actually work for it. You have to give your blood and sweat into a relationship. Then a relationship become beautiful, loving, blissful, that blessed relationship. It just does not appear like that from anywhere. Nobody told me that, and of course, without any guesses, my relationship begin with a disaster, and soon I was into that vicious cycle of that negative state of complaining, nagging, blaming, shaming all the time, all the time. No matter how much my husband did the things for me, I would always keep complaining to him, always blaming him for you didn't do this, you didn't do that. And then all that vicious cycle of the negativity started, and soon I was into a very bad state. When two individuals are getting together into a relationship, they are getting married based on the common set of values. Although they are getting married based on the common set of values, common set of goals, still they are individuals who are coming from the different upbringing. They might be they might have a completely different personality based on the different exposures or to the situations and circumstances or the challenges they might have given in their life. So these two individuals, they have completely different personalities. Although they might have the common set of the goals, common set of values, still they are going to have struggle together in the relationship. You need to have a very clearly well defined goals and clearly written set of expectations in your marital relationship. And when I'm saying clearly defined goals and written set of expectations, I'm not saying about you and your husband. I'm just saying about you only. You as a wife, you as an individual, how you grow, that is what is in our control. That is what I'm going to talk here based on my own life experience. Because in my own life also, how my husband react to what he give into the relationship, that was not in my control. That was part of the all the complaining, nagging, blaming I always did. I wanted to come out of that vicious cycle. I wanted to come out of that negativity. So my only focus became was just me only, how I can grow into the relationship. Before you go out and start writing the clear set of expectations and the goals for your marital relationship, one thing I want to make clear, that you can write whatever you want, but whatever you write, you have to become the reciprocal of that. For example, if you ask for the love in the relationship, you have to become the love. But if you are asking respect in the relationship, you have to become the respect. Whatever you ask for in the relationship, you have to be that. You have to become that first. Only then you will get. I understood this thing very, very clearly, that in order to have something in my life, I have to be that. In order to have that beautiful, loving relationship in my life, I have to become that. I have to be that person. Only then I will be able to. You know that why we struggle so much in our marital relationship these days, why everybody is struggling, why I struggled, why you are struggling. If you are watching this video, the only reason is because we are just asking, we are not becoming that person. We are asking from other person, he should be doing giving this to us. Why don't I become that? If he is not giving me unconditional love, why can't I give him the unconditional love without even asking him anything in the return? For example, you are in a job and you want to climb the corporate ladder and go into the next level. In order to go to the next level, you have to become something. You have to have that particular skill set that is needed, that is required for that job to be done. So you need to have that in order to get that position. So why then in marital relationship, how can you just ask and not become that person, not have those skill sets? So this is very important thing. That's why we struggle so much into the relationship, because we keep on asking instead of becoming the person. You come to me and ask me for the advice, what is the single most important thing I can give into the relationship? I will tell you is it's respect. If you give the respect in the relationship, it will work the wonders in your relationship. Other thing, you have to subdue your egos. Yes, you can be anything big in your career, in your professional life. When you enter the house, you have to leave the egos outside at your doorstep. So when you start giving the respect to the relationship and leaving the egos beside, you start becoming the reciprocal of the list you created, the expectations, you start becoming the reciprocal of that. So how we can simplify our marital relationship? Number one is we have to give the respect in the relationship. Number two, you have to keep your egos aside. And number three, you have to start working on yourself. This is very important that you start working on your own self. You start becoming the person you want to be instead of changing the other person, because changing him is not in our control. And I have seen 99% of the cases, most of the time, when a woman start growing, even in my own case, I didn't change my husband, but I started changing myself, and he started changing on his own. He started up leveling himself. As you grow, as you up level, as you become the better version of yourself, your relationship will itself start growing. You don't need to change your husband, he will up level himself. You know what happens is, even the law of attraction and all those things, you attract what you actually are. If you are in the negative zone, you will attract only those people who are in the negative state of mind. The more you start expressing the gratitude, the more you will have the reasons to express the gratitude. That's how the things work. The more you start up leveling yourself, more you start becoming the better version of yourself, your husband on its own will start up leveling himself. You don't need to tell him anything, you don't need to communicate anything to him. That will happen on its own. You will start noticing that you and him have stopped bothering about the small issues, stopped fighting over the small pettiest things. You will stop ignoring all those things. Those things will not even matter anymore. So all this will only happen when you will start growing individually. Pick up any area of your life and start working on it. For example, if you have to start taking care of your health, if you want to lose weight, start doing that. That's what I say in every video of mine. Start working on yourself. Pick up any area, be it your physical health, be it your mental health, be it your emotional health or your career. Pick up any one thing and start working on it. That's it for today's video. Let me know what your struggles are in your marriage and how you are dealing with them, and what you think you can do to simplify your marriage. And I will talk to you and see you in my next video. Take care. Thank you very much. Bye bye.